Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they enter play here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now it's Haskins. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
I thought Brandon Scherf was one of the best tackle prospects I'd seen in recent years coming out of the University of Iowa, but didn't surprise me at all when Washington decided to move him inside to guard. He has the requisite size that you're looking for, but I also think that he has the great movement skills in order to pull, trap, and also climb to the 2nd level for blocks downfield. I think he's going to be a stalwart for them for years to come.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A look at the starters down the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
You think you gonna get that? You think you gonna get that?
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go, baby.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ready. Fair. 60 outlaw. Shoot.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. The drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely love.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. Now he's into the clear. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up.
Now, Dyson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Allen now to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Haskins to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. James has got it. Complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Haskins to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Hey, exit.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills. How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Let's go,
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
He finds Taylor, complete.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, look at the juke. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
On the set. Hey, stand on. Got one. 36. Get it.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Darius Slayton, 45 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into point. Rosas to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Holding defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he shifts past him. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, twisting away. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down Broadway. And that gets them back within 10. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Refusing to go down. And they are finally going to stop him, but what a return. All the way to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll run on first down. Dyson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the...
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, they've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, it's Haskins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Let's go.
as they come to the line on EA Sports. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So he's in for his third score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe. And the pressure gets to him again. O'Shane Ximines. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
60 out, Lord. Hey, let go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing
Allen's pass complete to number 80.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Giants 47.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Redskins take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Haskins, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
On first down, Dyson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refer. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins over the middle, complete. That's James. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Again, it's Haskins. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been different.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz with the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.